tomorrow?
It's healed. Oh, I got what he means now.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say, when you said Aiden's party tomorrow, we thought you meant like my party is tomorrow.
Cool.
There's the
Okay,
wind.
wait, Schubert, before you go, I have a weird update. You know those hair ties that you put in your hair to make a ponytail? I wrapped one really, really tightly around my dick, and it is weird, the kind of swelling that can happen. I just thought you should know that. Okay, good night. That's very true, that.
Your dick will fall off.
Oh no. Oh shit. What if I fall asleep with this on and my dick
Take
does
it
fall
off, then.
Aiden,
I can't.
are
It's
you
slow.
fucking retarded?
No, I'm not. Fuck you.
Aiden,
I'm
take it
working
off
on
now.
it.
Aiden, you're cutting off the circulation to your penis. What are you talking about?
Stop yelling at me.
We're not yelling.
You're not
I said
yelling.
to take it off.
I'm working on it.
Aiden's gonna wake up tomorrow with his dick laying on the floor.
Wouldn't be the first
Hey,
time.
don't say that. Wait, I'm getting it off.
What?
Baby, what? Ooh,
You said-
this is painful. We good.
What did you wrap around it?
A ponytail.
Oh.
I got a ponytail. I got a ponytail.
ponytail.
I got a
Got a ponytail.
ponytail.
How does Kinsley feel about Trevor?
She hates him.
Really?
Yeah, because Trevor, treats her the way she needs to be treated.
Wait, is Trevor Kinsley's dad or no?
No, that's
Trevor is
Chelsea's fiance.
Fiance, okay.
Brandon is my brother and the father of Kinsley.
Wait. Oh! Okay, wait. So Kinsley isn't Chelsea's?
No,
No.
it's my
Oh.
brother's.
Do you think Chelsea's
I
had
always-
sex?
No,
I've never met Chelsea, so I don't know.
she has not because she believes in sex after marriage.
Oh, well it's coming soon then. She got a fiance.
I do too now.
I've always believed in it.
Sex destroys relationships.
I don't believe in it for that reason. I believe in it because it's biblical.
I believe that all relationships are like infinitely times more easier. That's stupid. I'm gonna restart. More easy when you take sex out of the equation. When you just think about their personality and even their physical aspect. But if you just take sex out of the equation, it's one less thing you have to worry about.
I almost arranged 2 different hookups on Tinder, but then I jerked off, got post-nut clarity, and stopped
Yep.
that shit.
With your
That's like
ponytail.
magic. That's so magical. The fact that I can jerk off and for the next 3 minutes make every decision completely correct. Fucking crazy.
Aiden, and how many times did you lose No Nut November?
All of them.
Too many to count. Completely, no joke, too many to count.
Oh. It's kind of sad.
Dude, yesterday I nat like 6 fucking times.
That.
The more stressed I am, the more I jerk off. I don't
Well,
know
I mean,
why. It's like a
I
nervous twitch.
understand. Like, I mean, my record's like 13, so.
My record's 9. I was getting pretty close yesterday.
Y'all are crazy.
What's your record? You haven't hit fucking double digits yet?
It's not good anymore if you do it more than, or if you do it
Disagree.
a lot like that.
No, I agree. When I hit 9, I was basically coming blood. It hurt so bad.
Okay, well, I've never done that. For me, it was just like a sticky liquid. Like, it wasn't thick at all.
There wasn't liquid. Like, on my 9th time, I came and, like, you know how sometimes you get teary-eyed, but, like, a drop doesn't fall out of your eyes?
Yeah.
That's what happened on that 9th nut.
It's kind of weird.
It was just surging pain throughout my entire loins, and then a single half tear, and then I was like, oh god, I'm going to sleep.
I should stop.
This is unhealthy.
I don't know how you get in the mood to do it again so quickly.
Didn't. Like I said, my jerk off is pretty proportional to my stress level, and at the time, it's the most stressed I've ever been in my life and have ever been. Like, I haven't topped that.
Yeah.
It was whenever I had like that summer job that was literally slowly killing me.
It was
That
during
sounds
the...
fucking
No one can
yeah,
hide from
and I couldn't jerk off at all for like 4 weeks straight because I shared a tent with someone, and
Aw.
then like on one of my days off, like I lost it because it was just a horrible fucking day at
didn't-
work. I finally got home and I just
For me, it's
jerked off.
different. Like, I don't, when I'm with people, even for long periods of time, I don't miss it. Like, I don't crave it like that.
Well,
Like,
it
I'm,
depends on if it's somebody that you enjoy being around. Like, did you enjoy being in that tent, Aiden?
in that tent.
Like, with that person?
Yeah, I did. Not really though. For a little bit, I had a tent to myself, and that was way nicer than tenting with him. Just like because of circumstances. You
It's a
can't
hard
have an
angle.
over 18-year-old and like under 18-year-old in the same tent and stuff.
Yeah.
For legal reasons. And we had an over 18-year-old join the kitchen staff for a while before he left, so he had to take my tent and we just had to share a tent. And we were really good friends. Like, we were fucking niggas, man. Like, almost the truest niggas I've ever had because of, like, what we were both going through. And the rest... Have you ever heard about my coworkers that I worked with in that kitchen?
No, not
There
really.
was a man. It's a summer camp, okay? And you work in a kitchen, the place where you want to be really clean, and you're always sweating and hot because you're running around in the kitchen, and then afterwards you step outside into the hot sun, and then you sleep in a tent. We had a coworker who didn't shower for 4 weeks straight. And he worked on the garbage truck too. So
Ooh,
like,
no.
it was like the quintuple whammy with that guy, and he had a super
The
fucking
perfect
annoying
storm.
personality. It was the perfect storm, right?
What did he smell like?
garbage.
He grabbed my chocolate milk, which was wet because of condensation, right? That man
Yes.
was so greasy and gross. When I like looked at my chocolate milk, I physically saw his fingerprints on my chocolate milk.
Ooh,
And he
that is so
smelled
gross.
like that. If you want to fucking know what he smelled like, he smelled like that. We had a coworker who unironically like thought he was a sailor. He was like 14 years old. I don't know what this nigga was on, but he thought he was like a fucking Navy sailor.
Why are you saying
But, like,
nigga?
he was a
Like,
a
what's
pasty,
your
like,
problem?
14-year-old. I don't know.
Is there a problem with that word? Bennett?
I mean,
The
the
nigga
way he's
word.
using it is just useless.
Okay, I just like saying it. It's fun. I would have said that boy, but I didn't want to. I wanted to mix it up.
But just think about it, all words are made up. It doesn't matter.
Exactly. So, this guy was like, he was on some next level shit. Like, he would sing sea shanties as we worked, and like, anytime we got into like musical discussions, which happened every now and then,
What?
that's something you talk about, right? Like, oh yeah, like,
Oh,
I
thought
was
you
a
meant,
big
like
fan.
musicals.
No, no. Actually, yeah. The good friend of mine was a huge theater guy, and I walked in on him once. You'll know this one, Bennett, I'm sure, because you're a musical guy. He was on our table, and he was like singing La Vie Boheme
From
like,
Rent.
From Rent, with like all his heart out and doing the choreography. I just
2
walked
days
in
of
on him.
inspiration, playing hooky, making something out of nothing. The need to express, to communicate, to going against the grain,
yeah,
going
that's my favorite
insane,
song.
going mad. To love intention, no pension, to more than one dimension, to starving for
That's what he was
attention,
going
hating
for.
convention, hating retention, not to mention, of course, hating good old mom
Hating
and
mom and
dad. To riding
I
your
love
bike
that
each
song.
day past the 3-piece suits, to fruits, to no absolutes, to absolutes, to choice, to the village voice, to any passing fad, to being an us for once instead of the them. La vie boheme, la vie
That
boheme.
was it, Cameron. That's the song I walked in on him. He was singing. He was on the
I
table.
like that. I like you walking in on that.
We were real niggas though. The reason it was just us two that night because both of our bosses left us alone to lock up the thing because they were having a Mormon service on the outside of the dining hall, and both of our bosses didn't want to stick around for that because they were leaving and going to a strip club. So they gave us the keys. They were like, just walk up after the service, and we were like, hell yeah, dude. So we went and we stole a bunch of chocolate milk and food.
It was a good night. They went to go to the strip club and y'all got to steal some chocolate milk.
Are y'all watching my my thing?
Yeah, I've been
Ooh.
watching you
I
destroy
didn't know that
people as
you
Widowmaker.
started another stream. Ooh,
Destroy
ow,
bots.
I'm pinching my dick again. Ow, ooh, ah, ah.
Aiden is
Ooh,
gonna,
that one really hurt.
is gonna ejaculate that half, like, teary-eye tear.
Oh, my dick is still sore. What did I even wrap around it? I don't know what this thing is. I'm moving everything away from me.
You
I'm
wrapped around
done.
one of those devices that women put in their vaginas that chop off the man's dick if they try to rape.
Oh, did I have any other? There was another crazy dude. He quit the first week, but like, we'd walk in the freezer, and pretty much every time we walked in, we'd go, "Ooh, it's cold," and this guy was like, I guess like really into band or something, and he loved singing. So every time we'd go, "Ooh, it's cold," he'd like in his most like singing voice to go, "She's as cold as ice and willing to sacrifice your love." And we went in that freezer a lot, dude. And sometimes we'd say it multiple times in the freezer, right? Because we didn't have jackets. It was the first week. We didn't know we'd be in there for like up to an hour straight at times, more. But after that, we had jackets, so it was less bad. So like, someone would toss us something or like open the door so a gust of really cold air blows, and we go, "Ooh, it's cold," and he would do it again. Like every time.
I like
I'm really
that.
glad he quit. Have I complained about my boss? He was the worst one. The guy in charge of me was
The guy who went to the strip club?
no. This guy left because he got like an internship in New York. The guy who replaced him used to go to the strip club every night.
Oh, okay.
But this guy I was taller than him at like 15, in like early 15.
Ooh.
Like I had recently turned 15. He was like 21, I think. His name was Chris Newton, and he taught with a lisp, which doesn't help when you have to use the words kitchen and staff a lot. We were the kitchen staff. What he used to do, anytime like we screwed up washing a pan or something, he would take it. Is there a metal surface? I'll do my best to imitate it. He would take the pan and on a metal table, grab the pan. That doesn't even come close to it. That because I hit it on wood. Let's see if this works better. He'd take the stack of pans as loudly as he could, That's nothing.
Wait,
It would
why did you
literally
do
make
this?
my. If you just like left a little bit of food on the pan after you were washing it, it literally would
That's
ring my
annoying.
ears sometime. Like, have you ever shot a gun without protection? Your ears ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would do that to my ears sometimes. He'd slam it, and as loud as he could, he would scream, "Kitchen, no!" really,
Kitchen
really
stab.
loud. But every fucking time you mess something up, and like, the conditions were horrible in that kitchen. We woke up at 5 a.m. every day, and we didn't stop working until 10 p.m. most
How
of the
much money
day.
was this?
I was that's it.
That's not anything. Why would you do that?
It's not. Literally, because I was like, I love that job now. Like, there's a reason I spend all my summers there, because it's like the greatest experience you can have in your life is working at that camp, not in the kitchen. I'll say that. The kitchen was a horrible experience. I wish it never happened. But like, that guy, he threatened my job. He said if I ever quit, he was going to put me on do not rehire. And like, I was,
Oh
the year
gosh.
before this, I had CIT'd, which means I didn't get paid or anything, but I trained with some people, and I had some really good friends there already, and I
Aiden.
was like, yeah.
You're like a
What's up?
real CIT, like Courtney from Total Drama.
Oh my god, that's what I thought of. I told you I rewatched that entire show
Yes.
like not long ago. I was
I'm a
really
real
drunk and whatever.
CIT.
I'm a
You
real
need me.
CIT. How do you know you just booted off a real CIT?
I like Courtney.
I like Courtney too. I did not like whenever they switched the relationship from like Courtney and Duncan to Gwen and
Nah,
Duncan.
That
That
was
was
dumb.
like a low point for me in the series.
Although it did happen in my favorite season.
I have almost
team.
no experience with
I liked
World
Tyler.
Tour.
Tyler's alright.
Yeah.
He's
That's what we should
he's in
watch.
it a lot more in World Tour than he is in.
I don't like
Like,
how they made Duncan like afraid that he's not the toughest guy towards the
That's
end.
Yeah, that's in season 5.
Hate that.
I
Hated
didn't.
that
I didn't
whole
like
thing.
it either.
Yeah, there were a lot of choice decisions. The first season is literal perfection
gold.
in my opinion.
I would say. You know what?
I think it's okay because at the time it came out was whenever like Big Brother was a hit and like the Jersey
Big
Shore
Brother
and,
is
like,
still a
reality,
hit.
What is
not
Big
like it
Brother?
was then though.
Big Brother's a reality show where they lock everybody. They don't lock everybody. Everybody stays in the house, and then one person gets eliminated every week, and they have challenges and HOHs. It's really good. I like it. It's my favorite reality show.
But like Survivor was also huge. It was like the peak of reality TV when that came out. So to me it feels like a perfect satire almost.
And it's just good. It's not even like.
Yeah, even
Just a
it's like
satire.
without all that, it's just fucking entertaining and great to watch and super fun.
And it holds up like
Perfectly.
surprisingly well. Like.
Yeah. Like I just rewatched it and I enjoyed every second. There wasn't even an episode where I was like, this is kind of, I'd skip on this one. Like I'm not even sure there were weak characters besides.
Oh yes, there were Ezekiel, Katie, and Sadie.
Oh, okay. Okay, I feel like Katie and Sadie served their purpose.
But they're
I
bad
think-
characters.
It was a satire, like I said. You're supposed to see someone you know in all of these characters.
Okay.
And I know Katie and Sadie. Unfortunately.
Hate that they have a Bastion. Why?
Eva is a stupid character as well.
Yeah, that's the only one I was like really
Which one's
like, oh,
Eva?
she's bad. She was
She's
the
the girl.
weightlifter. She got
Yeah.
booted second episode.
And then she came
Oh.
back.
Yeah, and then booted the same episode.
Yeah. She's the one where Heather stole her iPod
Her
and she went all
MP3.
crazy.
Yeah. God damn, I
Did
know
y'all like
way too much
Cody?
about this show. I
I
like
like Cody. Cody's really good in World Tour.
I heard he is. Or, like, not heard, I don't know why I said that. I remember him being. I heard
Cody
from
made it to
myself
top 3
a
in
long,
World
long
Tour.
time ago. Really?
Yeah.
Top 3 was him, Heather, and, like, Alejandro, right?
Yeah. Alejandro's
I
a
didn't-
great character.
What? I did not like Alejandro.
No,
I
he's
hate
good.
Alejandro.
He's not good in season 5, but he's good
I
in
don't know.
season
Y'all are
3.
judging them based on like the character they are. I judge them based on their personalities. Like I don't like jerks.
Nah, like Heather's a great character. Alejandro's a great character.
I always hated Heather. I still kind of do.
No, she's.
I get it's a satire, and I know Heather's in real life or whatever. It works. And she makes like a really good antagonist for a show like that. Like they did really well with
She's just
Heather and her alliance,
perfect
all that stuff.
manipulator.
God, this show is so good.
And Chris is incredible.
Chris
Love
and
Chris.
Chef are perfect. I love those two.
And you're forgetting
Oh my
about
God.
Mr. Coconut.
Oh, how could I forget about him?
I like
If
how
I
he
had
like.
infinite
Oh, I like
money-
the animal lover guy.
Oh, DJ.
Did he ever? Did animals ever like him back? Like towards the end,
I don't think so.
or was he just forever cursed?
I think he was forever cursed. No. I don't remember. I think he might have lifted the curse somehow.
Oh, the girl with the glasses that has the orange hair. I hated.
With the orange hair?
Scarlet.
She's not pretty at all.
Wait, who?
Scarlet
Glasses?
from.
She had
freaking the new season.
braces, and she couldn't scream because a doctor dropped a ring down her throat.
You mean Beth?
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, that sounds more
She
like
does not
Beth.
have orange hair.
Does she not?
She has brown hair. No, it's brown hair.
Which one's Beth?
Again, it's a satire, so I don't think she was a bad choice, but I agree, she is one of the less entertaining characters.
I don't like how she won season 2.
Oh yeah, it is Beth.
I hate that.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Luckily, in
I
the
definitely
US,
hate it.
Duncan won season 2.
I watched the episode where Gwen wins, and it's like the trippiest thing ever.
Why? 'Cause it's
Gwen-
like an alternate universe.
Wait,
Yeah, I felt like
Duncan won?
Yeah.
Who? Duncan won?
In season 2, yeah.
Who is the girl that got third in the first season? She was
Heather.
mean.
Heather.
Oh, well then who's the girl with the that wears the gray that likes Duncan?
Gwen.
Yeah.
Gwen? Oh, that's Gwen? Oh, okay.
Yeah, Gwen wins season 1 in I don't know which country. I think she won in Canada.
Canada.
Yeah.
Oh, who did... Who was
But
the guy
that-
that
it
saw
was so
Heather's
crazy.
boobs?
Hmm.
Cody. No.
No, that wasn't Cody. That was Harold.
Yeah.
Which one was
I like
Harold?
Harold too.
I like Harold
Harold
too.
had orange hair and he talks. God.
He's the one that won the talent show for beatboxing.
Yeah.
I love.
Oh
what
yeah,
you just
okay.
said, Aidan. He's the one that goes, God.
And who was the blonde
I like
bimbo?
Lashana and his relationship. Whenever
Lindsay.
she found out, like he wrote all the poems.
Yeah.
What did he say? Give Daddy some sugar. Whenever she's like so tugging him, that was so fucking funny. His voice actor is perfect.
He is. One time I went to space camp.
I tried watching action, but it was kind of painful for me
It's,
to see such a drop in quality.
It is, unfortunately. World Tour, you should watch World Tour.
Alright, it's all on YouTube, uploaded for free.
Yeah.
I cannot find the special between Action and World Tour, though.
It's on Netflix.
No, it
Or
is.
no.
Wait, is?
Or-
It's not on Netflix, I didn't think.
No. I know, I've watched it on YouTube though.
I've gotta find. I watched. Because it's not on Netflix, I watched it on Netflix. I rewatched the special between drama and action, which is a
Total
perfect episode. by the way.
item.
Yeah, that
what is
is
the-
a perfect episode.
Who is the blonde
is.
bimbo? Lindsay? Is that her name?
Lindsay,
Who did she have a
Yeah.
relationship with?
Tyler.
Tyler?
No, the second who is the blonde guy?
Jeff.
Is it Jeff?
Jeff
Jeff and
Bridget.
Brittany had a relationship.
Who's Brittany?
Bridget.
Brittany
It's
was the
Bridget.
surfer girl.
It's not Brittany.
Bridget.
Bridget was the what?
Surfer.
Yeah. Surfer girl.
Oh, that's right.
didn't eat
Okay.
dolphins.
Yes. I liked Bridget a lot.
Dolphins are our friends. It's already dead. Eat
Yeah,
it.
because and she came late in the game too.
She got 6. No, she got like 8th or something.
Yeah, she got
Freaking-
pretty high.
No, as
She
in
got
she
higher than
came
I
she
remember
came
her.
later, like wasn't straight off the bus.
Yeah, she was.
No, she was.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
because she gets off the boat and someone makes fun of her like, ugh, surfer girl, what are you gonna do with the surfboard? And she says, well,
She's
I
not,
thought
it was
this
at
was gonna be at a
beach or
beach.
something.
Yeah.
Chris
Thought
says
this
it
was gonna be at a
is.
And then he points to the toxic lake.
And he points to the beach with the seagull with
the,
like
the seagull
plastic
with the
around his
thing.
neck.
I love that. That show is perfect. Like, it has a perfect joke ratio. Like, there's a good joke, like, every 90 seconds at least.
And it's
I
not
like
in your
whenever-
face either.
It's not. Like, when he shoots in the air and kills a bald eagle, he just says, this is gonna be a lawsuit. That's so funny. Yeah, I'll skip.
She says, I'm leaving this place, and he says, contracts. And she grabs the contracts and rips it up, and he says,
The
you know,
great
the
thing
really
about
great thing about
lawyers-
lawyers is that they make lots
make
of
copies."
copies.
He's such a perfect character. If I had infinite money, okay, if I ever become rich, I'm making this promise to you. If I'm ever like a turbo billionaire or even a high-end millionaire, okay, I am inviting all 4 of you. I'm gonna buy a stupid fucking island, and you, me, Schubert, and Bennett, okay, we're gonna be the hosts of the real Total Drama fucking
Yes.
world,
Oh
Total
my
Drama Island. We're gonna get real
What
teenagers. we're
TV
gonna
show
find-
We had to
would
get
put that?
distinct. We would have to get really distinct stereotypes for each contestant.
We would vet them very heavily
Yes.
to get like the most perfect
my God.
candidate. That would be a fucking dream come true for me. That's my dream. If any of you are ever a millionaire and you want to give me the biggest present you could
It would
possibly
be,
think
have to be
of,
more than a millionaire to buy an
if you were
island.
ever a billionaire, alright, and you want to give me the biggest present you could possibly think of, buy me an island, okay? We can make that island its own country. That way we can make the laws. Like those people who buy islands and make pot legal in that country, in their mini country. And they make pot legal just so they can smoke pot. Okay, we make things legal there that
You
wouldn't be
realize
legal
if
in
we
the
do
US.
our own country, we'll have to like we
Join
can't
the UN.
do anything for ourselves.
No, we make it self-sufficient enough.
That's
okay?
so much work. Oh my gosh.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Not if you make a TV producer do it, okay? And then we could show shit on TV that could never happen in America, okay? Like,
Like, we could shoot a bald eagle.
I would fucking hold a bald eagle, ISIS
I
video
would
that
hold
bitch and
the bald-
behead him. if it
Friggin-
meant that I could have this show.
Oh my gosh.
That's my new dream. Okay.
If
I
we made
found
a
it.
self-sufficient economy and I was in charge of it,
It doesn't-
I would not be doing this. I will tell you what.
No, we don't have to make a self-sufficient economy. We just have to, we have to upfront like 2 million of our own money. Talk to fucking MTV, say MTV, give us 20 million, or Netflix, because Netflix is where the money is. We'll be like, Netflix, we'll have every basic bitch who watches Riverdale watching this shit. Because we'll just put a bunch of pretty people on an island and make them fucking jump out of planes. Holy shit! We'd make so much money!
I
That's
wanna
it.
watch Total Drama again.
That's what I'm thinking. It's all Netflix.
I don't know why they don't have old seasons. Especially not World Tour. They should have World Tour on there.
It's just, yeah, they don't have all the episodes too. Like, they don't have the fucking transition episode between Action and World Tour. And I remember loving that as a little kid. I remember that's like the first time I asked my parents what time zones were. That's how I found out what time zones were. Because they were like, there are 2 different times. When is this episode gonna come on? And they told me. And I was like, okay, cool.
I was
Okay,
really
that's
like
cool.
stupid as a kid. Whenever, you know how people go like tonight at 6 on TV or something like that, I would go, what channel? What channel? Why aren't y'all telling me the channel?
That's fair. But no, I watched that drop live, the transition between Action and World Tour. That was a fucking... That was
What
a
do you mean?
moment for young me.
It was a moment.
What a fucking moment.
Because they're unexpected too. Like they just came. And it's like, oh, more Total Drama. And then at the end of it, bam, a new season's coming. Like, oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
I know, that blew my mind. Because I was a little kid and didn't know that obviously they were gonna make another season. That's why they're doing this special. So whenever they're like, Total Drama World Tour, I was like, what?
Yes.
More? Dude, Total Drama is up there. It might be like, it's definitely my favorite kids comedy, personally. It might be my favorite kids show, up there with Teen Titans and Avatar. Gonna
And
be
Clone
honest.
Wars.
And Clone Wars. Mm-hmm.
I need to watch Avatar.
I've never seen it either.
What?
Nah, I've never seen it.
I'm not kidding when I say that it is like in an objective sense. So not like personal sense, in an objective sense. Best aimed at children show ever made. And there have been some pretty good shows like that. Like
What about... Is Legend of Korra a thing, like, in that series or something?
not in the original. You can just watch Avatar. I didn't like Legend of Korra that much.
I don't even
It
know what
was-
it is.
It's where Korra's the Avatar.
Yeah, it just takes
So
place
is
like 100
Aang
years
is
later.
Aang dead in that?
In Legend of Korra? Yes.
Okay.
Pretty much all the original cast is dead because they just died of old age.
Even the
Sorry.
earthbending lady.
And Toph is still around. She's very old. I think Katara is still around too. She's also very old. Sokka's dead. Aang died not from old age. I don't know how Aang died. I never got that far in the show. It's like teased a little bit and then never, like, I never got into that show.
Hey, did you hear Ahsoka might be in Rise of Skywalker somehow?
Bitch, if that's true. Oh no, she's gonna be all old and weird looking. Not like that's a super bad thing, but I don't think it'll be the Ahsoka I know.
Do you watch the clip from, like, Star Wars Rebels where she fights Darth Vader?
I haven't seen it. I heard about it.
It's kind of cool.
Star Wars Rebels has like such worst art direction though. It's sad when I watch clips from Star Wars
It's
Rebels.
not good either.
I've
like-
heard.
But the thing about it is that Star Wars Rebels has really good moments, but the rest of it's crap. Like Ahsoka versus Darth Vader, like that's cool. Like
Was it like
it's just-
emotional? Like was
Yes.
there like shit there to unpack?
like
That's cool.
she slices open his mask and sees his face, and like she almost cries. It's like crazy.
In what?
Yeah, that's
What is
really
this?
good. The relationship, I know you haven't seen a lot of Clone Wars yet, but the relationship between Ahsoka and Anakin is by far my favorite, like, relationship in Star Wars. Even more than Obi-Wan and Anakin, by, like, a lot, in my opinion.
And then Obi-Wan fights Darth Maul after he gets resurrected in Rebels, which is cool because he's responsible for killing his master.
Why is Obi-Wan in Rebels?
I don't know. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, it has nothing to do with Rebels, but it's just cool moments. It has cool moments in it
They
that
got
don't
some
make
good
sense.
fan service. You should send me the Ahsoka and Vader fight scene, like, on YouTube or something. I can't
will.
look it up. Well, okay, I can look it up right now. I can go to YouTube. I'm not sure I can because I haven't updated my PS account, my PS Plus. Not PS
Oh
Plus,
my
PS
gosh. This is stupid! I got stuck on the ledge! Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I fucking... Star Wars The Clone Wars is legitimately, like... I take it back. Fucking... Avatar is not as good as The Clone Wars. It's more consistently good, I'd say. But only because it's like 3 seasons. And Clone Wars is like 6.
Yeah. Plus 7th season coming.
I hate
Like,
this,
yeah,
dude.
Aiden, you had to remember that Disney also produced The Mandalorian.
Okay, but you have to remember Disney fucking screws over their animators and is not going to give them the budget it
Aiden,
deserves at all.
Aiden.
The reason, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, the reason that fucking Star Wars The Clone Wars was so good is because legitimately every episode had a budget of $1 million at least. If Star Wars Rebels had that kind of money backing it, it would also probably be really good. Because they wouldn't have to add dumb shit. That's why Star Wars The Clone Wars is so good. There's no dumb shit and there's consistently great animation and action, and it's because they had the money for it.
I mean, they're only doing one more season. Like, it can't be that bad for, like, budget-wise. I could see them, like, going pretty hard on it.
If they get the original team to go real hard on that shit, like what's it called?
I mean, it's not like it's a reboot, it's just one more season.
Yeah. Like, still, if they give it, like, Rebels budget, because, like, to try to get just children who watch Star Wars Rebels to watch this, it's not gonna be good. Honestly, no matter the
I don't
writers,
think they're gonna do that.
I don't know. A huge reason why Clone Wars is good, it completely, is just because it had the budget to be amazing.
This is stupid! Oh my gosh, I hate Zarya.
I don't know, kind of sad.
Come on,
Yeah,
Ash, you
think
can
it-
beat her.
I've watched Solo, A Star Wars Story, twice in my life, and I still can't remember much from it. That is not
Solo-
a very memorable movie at all.
What isn't a memorable movie?
Solo.
Solo's not. It's just because it feels unnecessary, the whole thing.
I
Nothing
like how
that-
it gives Han Solo backstory, but I wish it was something a little bit more
I don't
interesting.
even... Okay.
Oh, I
feel like
hate
if they
Baptiste,
did,
man. I hate
like a
this whole team we're going
movie
against.
based off Lando or something, that would have been cooler. Because Han, I don't think, needed a backstory. His story is in Star Wars.
Said he's a
Like,
smuggler.
Yeah.
You just know what he does.
Yeah. His
The
backstory
only
was
cool thing,
he's just a scoundrel smuggler.
the only cool thing about it that I really liked was it
He
showed him winning the Millennium
Baptiste
Falcon
is
from
just
Lando.
juking
I
all my
agree.
shots, man. Are y'all watching my stream?
I am, and I
I'm
saw
watching
you.
Star Wars
Like,
now.
what
I'll be
is
back on in a
going
second.
on with this game?
It's the map, man.
I hate this map so much, dude.
Aiden, did I hear a hand sanitizer?
Maybe.
Ahsoka like has white lightsabers now.
Well, this is gonna sound fucking like stupid and nerdy, but one of the best parts about Clone Wars is that it's really good with the lore without being like most lore shows where it's just like shitty with lore. Where it's like, no, the reason all this happened is because the lore, but it's like, it's cool when the space politics goes along with other space politics. Like, there's a whole episode about the Mandalorians and their planet and stuff. And it's cool to see how the Mandalorians are consistent from the old Republic, like the game I'm playing, which takes place like 10,000 years before the prequels, and then they're consistent in the prequels, but like have evolved, and then they've evolved even differently in the show The Mandalorian. That's so cool. That's so cool.
It's pretty cool.
Basically, Star Wars and Clone Wars good. That's the long to it, short.
That show had no right to be good either.
It's kind of definitely.
I remember like seeing that show come out, and I was so excited for the first episode because I was really into Star Wars back then. And then I watched the first episode, like first couple episodes, and I was like, eh. And then I stopped watching it.
Yeah, I did not like it as much as a kid as much as I like it now.
Exactly.
Like, I fucking love it now.
Probably because I didn't like the prequels as much as I do now. Like I didn't, not just because they're like the prequels, but because the time period as well.
Really, I always like the prequels, like setting more than
I do now. I just didn't when I was a kid.
When I was a kid, I think I liked the prequels a lot more than the original trilogy because I mean, I was a kid. I was there for fucking lightsaber fights.
Yeah.
I was there for lightsaber fights in the Force and Jedi. There isn't nearly as much as that in what's it called?
Did you see the emotional part of that scene, Aiden?
No, I just started it. I was watching a different thing earlier. They got a pretty good voice actor for Darth Vader.
Yeah. Did they make it all the way?
No.
They make what?
Okay. I was talking a bit in.
That's not Ahsoka's voice actor.
Is it not?
I don't know. Maybe it is.
I think it is.
It might be. She's doing a very different voice, which makes sense because it's like 20 years later. So.
No, it's the same person. Looked up.
I am hitting you, whatever.
I kind of like how she didn't go with the Jedi Order.
I'm hitting these people!
This is a really good moment. I'm digging this.
Yeah.
Whatever, dude. I'm so angry.
No one can hide from my sight.
It's kind of weird because Darth Vader and Ahsoka have a lot more detail into their character design than the main character does.
That's what I was about to say.
Like, and it just looks weird, like compared to the two.
Ever. Man, he does not like me. Oh my gosh. Somebody, please.
Kind of sad, but like all I can really think about watching that is, God, I wish that had the budget of the Clone Wars. Like those 5 minutes right there would have legitimately been almost $1 million in budget. Dude, money is so fucking great. It's like so worth it.
That's why I said, like, Star Wars Rebels has good moments that are just, like, it's weird.
That was, that's fucking, it's poetically good. I'm not sure the scene itself was good. I'm a little hazy at the moment. Like, it was good to me right now, but, like, poetically, that was pretty fucking crazy what just happened on screen. But I feel like they didn't make it enough. Like, if the Clone Wars did that shit, and you'll see, once you start watching the Clone Wars, you'll see what I mean. But, like, holy shit, dude. That would have been fucking, like, crazy.
Is the
Hey,
Clone Wars really as good as you say it is?
completely unironically, yes.
Okay. Like, I enjoyed what I watched so far.
It just keeps getting better too. And like there's so much variety. Some episodes are like just about clones. And like it's just clones on a clone base doing clone things. But like it's so good. Like one of my favorite episodes is still only like 30 minutes long because they're only about that long, right? But like it develops these 4 clones so perfectly, and then they like all get killed by the end of the episode. But it's so good, like that they were able to develop the characters and like make their deaths impactful.
Look at this kill I just got on this Zarya, Cameron.
That's fucking crazy.
Ooh.
Here's a little
Aerial
video
shot.
that says Ahsoka versus Vader with flashbacks, and the thumbnail was from the Clone Wars. Let's see if I like this more.
I like the Obi-Wan Kenobi talking in A New Hope with flashbacks.
I
Like
think I've
talking to
seen.
them.
I honestly, like, as, you know, fuck remakes or whatever, but I wish they remade just all of Star Wars beginning to end with the context it is now, so it's a lot less fragmented. I feel like, given the correct writers, that could be really, really cool.
I could see that, but I feel like they'd just mess it up.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I just want to see Ahsoka the movie. I just want the scene, but worth $1 million in live action.
Ahsoka's never been in live action.
She hasn't. Oh, it's so weird that the Clone Wars, like, the characters made for this stupid fucking show for little kids are better than it's because I love you so much. How the fuck? That movie was multi-million dollars, made by the creator himself, and had, like, all the chances to succeed, and it's still not as good as a show made for, like, 9-year-olds. That's crazy. I think adults were into that show, too, as it was coming out, though. I think it was, like, targeted towards adults as well. Because I'm pretty sure I remember my dad would watch it every week with me. I cannot remember, though.
It's that good of a show?
I guess so. I don't know how good my dad's tastes are, per se. But, it's definitely... It doesn't feel like a kid's show. Like, even good kids shows or whatever, like Avatar, they still feel like kids shows, I guess. They're directed towards children. This just feels like a good show that happens to be family friendly. You know what I mean?
Like Total Drama.
That's not family friendly. My parents hated that I watched that show.
Yeah, my parents hated it as well. But I still
I
watched
see
it.
why. I'm like watching it now and they're cussing. It's just blurred out. It showed tits that were blurred. It had makeout scenes and fucking... That was a raunchy show. Like, if that was made for Adult Swim, if they just unblurred the swearing, it could have easily passed for an Adult Swim show.
Yeah. Alright, who made s'mores out of my underwear?
I love Harold.
Gosh! He's the one that won the dodgeball game.
He did. Honestly, just make the original trilogy legends, alright? Make a new trilogy.
Okay, Aiden.
Ahsoka is the main character, and Ahsoka makes Vader a good guy again.
Oh,
I want that. I would love that. Like Ahsoka and Obi-Wan like team up and do it. I feel like that would be so much cooler because I don't like Luke. Luke has such a dumb character.
It's a trap. Luke, don't go. I don't care. My friends are there.
His friends get fucking murdered. That's what happens. I don't know. Luke's so boring to me. I like Han Solo and Leia. Leia can still be around. She's not a main character because Ahsoka's cooler. So is
Do you think it's
Obi-Wan.
jarring that all the Clone Wars TV show happens between episode 2 and 3, and the movies don't acknowledge it at all?
It kind of is to me now, after seeing the Clone Wars. That's why I said they should just fucking remake it. Except Ahsoka is the main character, and Obi-Wan's a bigger person, and Anakin doesn't have the character that he had in the movies. He has the character that he has in the TV show.
Just bring back Ewan McGregor and everything will be fine.
Just put Ewan McGregor and Ahsoka in every movie. Like, Ewan McGregor, the actor, can play
Easy.
whatever, and then just slide Ahsoka somehow into the plot of every movie, please.
Whoever
All of
voiced Obi-Wan in the Clone Wars did a great job of, like, sounding like
Yeah,
Ewan McGregor.
he did. Anakin does a horrible job in the Clone Wars, but that's a
Yeah.
good thing.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want to hear Anakin's voice.
I wish
feel
Hayden
like,
Christensen voiced him.
no, I'm glad he doesn't. I'm sorry, Hayden.
I love Hayden. Great soul.
He was so bad in that second movie. Like, it's completely jarring that he's the same actor between the second and the third movie. He's still, like, kind of weird in the third movie, but like, way better.
They gave him... Would you say it's the script's fault or his fault?
I think it's both. Like, I
guess
mean,
so.
think of the writing. There's no way you can deliver that. It's because I love you so much. Line. Like, you cannot deliver that well. Actually, Bennett, you're an actor. Could you do it? You think it's the script you were given.
What is the line, and how am I supposed to say it?
Okay, Cameron, you got it memorized.
So, you had to say, no, it's because I'm so in love with you. But, like, try to sound genuine and not, like, it's forced.
Okay, so what does she say right before that?
She says, it's because I love you so much.
Why does she say that?
I don't remember.
Yeah, she says, you're so beautiful.
Yeah.
She says, because I love you so much. And then he says, what does he
Yes.
say again?
He says, no, it's because I'm so in love with you.
No, that doesn't make any sense.
Exactly,
Okay,
it doesn't
we have
make
a
sense.
professional who just weighed in and told us me it was garbage.
Oh, wait, maybe it's like he's saying you're so beautiful, and she's like, why? Because I love you so much? And he goes, no.
Ooh,
because
Darth
I love
Vader
you so much.
redemption with flashback.
I'm trying to do something for you, you jerk! Oh my
I
god!
know, I'm listening to you! I'm sorry about it. This is like
You hurt me.
Overwatch Day all over again. This video is great, Cameron. This is great.
It's just about Overwatch Day.
Just about Overwatch Day. When are you gonna make a second one?
Whenever I have time, but I have no time anymore.
You have so much content.
I know. I had
Put
to
the
search
crackers
through it
dude
too.
in there.
Revenge.
Do 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 do. Do do.
This is kind of better with flashbacks and sad music. That's real fucking sad, dude. This This is so fucking sad to think about.
With the flashbacks.
Yeah! Why wasn't the prequel better? It's like the perfect tragedy.
I forgot about this. You can eat 4 burgers easily.
Easily.
This person also changed the music and it's way better.
Is it?
Yeah. He's just using some normal sad Star Wars battle music or whatever, I don't know what it's from. But it's better than the music they use. Oh,
I'm gonna
man.
agree with Schubert. Daddy 05 is not scripted.
It is scripted.
No,
The kids said it was.
I don't care.
No. Oh my god. Karen, you gotta watch this. There's like...
What happened?
It's trying to be how serious. And like Darth Vader's looking down at a soldier after she falls, and then he like really badly cropped out just Anakin's face in the screen where it's making like an inappropriate facial
Shut up,
expression
jerk!
for the moment. It's a violent face.
Woo! 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 Woo!
That's violent face.
You freaking dingbat.
I wish the flow between Anakin and Darth Vader's characters were a little better.
No, it's because I
Different
love
zones.
you.
In general, I feel like, I don't know. Like, the reason Anakin becomes Darth Vader works. A lot of people say it's fucking stupid, but Padme's the #1 thing in his life. He loses it, he becomes Darth Vader, and he only became Darth Vader to save Padme. Works, to me. But I just feel like Darth Vader as a character is so different than Anakin. And, like, the descent into Darth Vader feels, like, breakneck. Like, when I was rewatching the 3rd movie, I was like, wait a minute, Anakin turns evil again? Like, the last time I watched that, that was a while back, but I was, like, old enough to realize that things were off. But, like, the entire time I was like, Anakin turns evil? He turns evil? And then the scene where it happened, I felt like it was so random. Like, the character they had been establishing would have never done that. Like, whenever they go to
100%.
arrest Palpatine,
100% correct.
are you talking
When he
to
just
me?
just when he
Yeah,
decides
okay,
to kill
yeah.
Mace Windu.
Yeah,
Like-
I feel like it just does not work. It's breakneck. It does not feel right.
Where are you?
Like, the Darth Vader shit probably should have been, like, established in the 2nd movie. And show... Well, I guess it was. He killed all the Sand people. I just forget how shitty all those scenes were. They were very impactful.
I cannot find Farah's at all ever. Like, it's just my flaw, man. I can't do it.
What are your opinions on that, Cameron?
On what exactly?
Do you feel like Anakin and Vader's characters are too breakneck? Like, I don't feel like they flow together.
Yeah, well, if there was just more padding, maybe it wouldn't be.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I don't feel like it's impossible. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like the setup for him, like I said earlier, Padme's dying, that's his world. Like, I see where it's coming from. I just never felt like it would be realistic. Even
Really,
watching the
Anna?
movies,
You couldn't shoot that freaking Zarya one more time?
like, whenever Palpatine's just like, no, Anakin! They found out I was the Sith Lord, and they're finally doing everything you've been telling them to! But now they're evil. Like, I feel like it doesn't work. But, you know. I've actually heard that the later seasons of the Clone Wars make a lot more sense. And I'm actually really excited to see that, if it's true.
Man, I cannot hit a shot.
This is goofy ass sad piano, my gosh.
I can't shoot, man. I don't know what happened to my McCree. It is just terrible.
I love fucking Star Wars now. I did not like Cameron. You know, I was not that big into Star Wars. For years it lay dormant until you started talking about it again.
And it awoken it.
Yeah, it did. I'm back. I feel like a little 8-year-old boy again. I love Anakin. I love the prequels. Like, I didn't like the prequels till we started talking about it again. I'm like, shit's not that bad. Fuck you guys.
It's not. Like, objectively, it's not even that bad.
It's still not that good, unfortunately, but...
Well, that's why I didn't say it was good, Aiden. I said it wasn't bad.
Come on, guys.
I wish Star Wars
I
Rebels was
killed
good.
both of the DPS for you.
Darth Vader's Redemption was flashback. I can watch this shit. Maybe this will make me appreciate these things a little more. Maybe more alcohol will make me appreciate these scenes.
Aiden, no.
Right.
Look up, there's a 10-minute video. Look up The Chosen One and watch that.
Okay.
The music in it's really bad, but it's a great video.
I cannot believe how accurate you are about the whole Anakin sacrifice thing.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck the sequel.
What are you accurate about?
That the whole storyline of Star Wars is the rise, fall, and redemption of Anakin Skywalker. And if the Palpatine returns in Episode 9 and he's still alive and Darth Vader is dead, that means Darth Vader's sacrifice in Episode 6 when he throws the Emperor down and restores peace to the galaxy, that's worthless now because the Emperor's still alive.
But like, even more than that, if you go back from fucking what's it called? Like the movie before the most recent movie, it's like they fucking Anakin sacrificed himself and undid all the evil he did, but like they're just like nope.
The Empire basically just rose back up again with no explanation. Like, it's so stupid. In 30 years, the Empire rose back up, and apparently it's stronger than ever. Although it's supposed to be stronger than ever, I don't really know if it is or not.
The only way for us to win, Cameron, is if I carry the team.
Well, that too, yeah.
I can't believe they have a McCree and an Ash. It makes me kind of angry.
Such a weird dad and kid relationship, seeing like fucking this spanking looking blonde little boy look up at this man in a dark suit.
No! What do you mean, dude? Oh my gosh. He's above y'all. Why is my team so terrible?
So weird to me that Samuel L. Jackson is in the prequels.
He got a purple lightsaber just because he wanted one.
I'm down. I like his purple
I hate.
lightsaber.
Why? Oh my gosh, McCree, you're so gay.
Benny doesn't like the purple lightsaber.
Oh yes, so
I don't mind the purple lightsaber.
I
I'm
was
focused on more important
saying, he
things.
said, no! I got it, you got it, you got it.
Dude, I'm gonna freaking shoot myself.
low gasket.
No one can help me ever, man. Like, come
Why are the fights
on.
in all the Star Wars movies better than the fights in the 6th movie?
In the 6th movie?
Yeah, I felt like the fight between Luke and Vader in the 6th movie is not as cool as it should be.
It's better than any lightsaber fight in episode 4 or 5.
What? I thought the lightsaber fight between Luke and Vader in 5 was really cool.
Eh. I'd say it's about the same as it in episode 5.
Maybe. I'm watching it right now. This shit is so nerdy. How did it become mainstream?
I don't know. I kinda wish it wasn't mainstream. No, I
Yeah.
don't kinda. I wish it wasn't at all.
I don't know. I'm glad it's mainstream only because it let the Clone Wars have enough money to be amazing.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like, it being mainstream doesn't stop it from being good. It's just so weird.
Well, if it wasn't mainstream, then Disney wouldn't want to buy it.
That's true. At the same time, it wasn't going anywhere good before Disney bought it.
At least George Lucas would have had more sense than what Disney's doing.
I disagree. I'm gonna be completely honest. George Lucas is way shittier than people give him credit for.
George Lucas wouldn't have brought back Emperor Palpatine in the last episode, alright?
And you have no clue what George Lucas would have done.
He said that Emperor Palpatine was dead after episode 6 if he had his way with the sequels.
You know George Lucas approved Emperor Palpatine to be resurrected in a mainline sequel to Star Wars Episode 6?
Aiden, he didn't control the comic books.
Yes, he did. He didn't
did
write
not.
them, but he did control them. Everything had to be approved by him at that time.
Aiden, just remember that Jar Jar was the key to all this.
Just remember the prequels would have been way better if George Lucas didn't direct them.
You know George Lucas only directed A New Hope from the original trilogy?
I've heard that. But I don't know
I've-
how true it is.
No, it is true.
Ew.
What? Oh my gosh! Out of everybody, he hit me.
Episode 5 was directed by someone else, and episode 6 was directed by someone else.
Episode 6 fucking sucked.
But all three of the scripts were written by George Lucas.
Yeah, that's what I assumed.
But I thought that was interesting. I thought they were all directed by him.
Hmm.
Whoever directed freaking Return of the Jedi shouldn't have.
Return of... I agree.
It's like a whole bunch of nothing happened during the first hour and a half.
That's a perfect way to describe it. Just a fuck ton of literal nothing.
Mm-hmm. Endor was worse than Hoth, and that's saying something. You and I both know how boring Hoth was.
Nobody would die, Cameron. No one would die.
Ewan McGregor.
Such a great actor, man.
He's not gonna die. We can't kill the hamster. And the oh my gosh, someone killed the hamster. Thank you, Roadhog. We can do this right here.
I take back what I said about. Yeah, is it Hans Christensen?
Hayden.
Hayden. Hayden's shitty actor in the third movie as well.
Okay,
Liar! You brought him
It's-
with you.
it's also not nearly as bad as episodes 2, though.
You turned her against me.
You have done that yourself.
I don't know if I like this or if I hate it.
How is he
but I
not
think I
dead,
like it.
Cameron?
I think-
How is that Reaper not dead? I put so much damage into everybody and no one dies ever. And our diva can't ult worth a shit.
I blame the fact that he heals when he damages.
Okay, I just quit, man. I guess they've got like major comms or something. Oh, we're still holding. Okay, whatever, dude.
This is so awesome.
This is a terrible game, Cameron.
Are you watching The Chosen One?
No, not yet. I'm watching the redemption of Anakin with flashbacks.
Oh, okay.
I'm loving it.
The music might make you want to turn it off, but you shouldn't.
I'll
Just
bear
let
with
you know.
it. I'll bear with it. I see why I loved this when I was a little kid. It's like the coolest fucking little kid shit out there. What was the explanation for Anakin's appearance before the explanation?
What do you mean?
Like, Anakin wasn't always said to be lit on fire.
Oh, yeah, he was.
Alright,
When does it say that?
I'm going to bed. Alright, good night.